Oh. All right. Okay. What do you got? What do you got?
Sambuca.
She's having Sambuca. I'm having a wee bit of Singleton. Welcome to Whiskey Fireside Chat number, I don't remember. There's so many. Right down here. We're in the woods. Woohoo! Should we say where we are?
Sure.
Blackcat Lake in the Haliburton Waterway something.
Haliburton Water Trails in the Algonquin Highlands.
Ow, mosquito. Oh, we're in the bug shelter. We're not doing a fireside chat like normal because well, we're going to have a fire later on, maybe at midnight when the bugs die down. But no, we're in the bug shelter because we are intelligent individuals.
We might be too drunk by then.
Yeah. All right, so the whole idea of us going out to Blackcat Lake for the weekend was for me to do a fireside chat with famous Camper Christina. Oh. World-renowned people. They see you and they're like, I know her. How'd that all start?
Yeah, I started a blog and here I am.
That's it. Why'd you start it though? What was the whole thing about?
I entered a contest for the Woods Explorer.
A couple years ago. That whole yeah.
Yeah, they had a dream job. You paid $20,000 to explore the TCT for 5 months. And I thought it was a really cool thing, so I applied, and in the process I kind of thought, well, I don't really need to win a contest to do this. I can just go out on my own adventures and write about it. So that's what I started doing. You
know, typical all outdoor people, you still have a day job, and yet...
Yes, I work 50 hours a week.
You always been like a kayaker, canoeist, hiker?
I've always loved the outdoors. My first backcountry trip was in 2001, but what happened was I didn't have people to go camping with. And so, you know, when I had a boyfriend or someone who would go with me, I'd go, and otherwise I would stay home. I got to the point where I kind of said, well, you know what, if I don't have anybody to go with me, then I'm just going to have to go by myself. There's no point in waiting for people, you know, you never know if that's going to happen, and, you know, years go by and time goes by, and you wake up one day and you didn't do something because you didn't have anybody to go with, so I just started going by myself. I do go with people when I can, but it's nice to go by myself and just do whatever I want, whenever I want.
But isn't that dangerous?
Oh, it's very dangerous.
I get that question a lot.
You could die walking across the street. You could die driving on the highway. So, you know, if you're going to die, I might as well die while I'm kayaking or camping.
Camper Christina is more of a kayaker than a canoeist. So this trip we went canoeing because I prefer canoeing. You know, if you do want to go with me again, we'll go kayaking, and I will curse the whole entire time. But
no, you love kayaking.
No, I do actually.
That's a rumor.
No. So what was the big difference today and yesterday? Basically, we were portaging. We portaged a lot.
There was a lot of portages, right? 4 portages we did coming in. They weren't really big. But I could have done it with a kayak, but it's a little excessive. I don't like to do more than a kilometer is pretty much a max for me, but going uphill and stuff like that, it gets hard on the shoulder after a while. Yeah, and
the trails we went on yesterday, nobody had used for a while. We're on a very small portage that doesn't look like it exists. I haven't been here for a while, but it's a bush portage, and the bugs are coming out. And Miss Kayaker said, well, we wouldn't be doing this for kayaking.
We were barely paddling, and then we were back out, and then paddling for a few minutes and then back out. And when you're kayaking, you have to take every item out individually and pack it individually into your hatch, whereas when you're canoeing and portaging, you just have one bag usually, or 1 or 2 bags, and you just pull them out, put them on, and walk.
Christina is taking the canoe. It's about time.
I get it, but I like paddling a kayak better. It's just my preference.
Yeah, we walked a lot yesterday.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. We spotted a lot of bugs.
Yeah, the bugs are bad this year. Really bad this year. Black flies, yeah, your hand. Holy jumping. Like, I don't know what happened to that. There's like some weird stuff happening there. All right, now canoeing, was there anything good about it that you prefer other than kayaking? All of a sudden you had this epiphany saying, I think the happy camper Kevin Callan is right. This is the most glorious thing. How's it going?
Be nice if you did some work, Kevin. Gee. I don't have anything against canoeing. I love canoeing. Canoeing is generally, to me, something that two people do. And again, I do a lot of my tripping alone. So I have a kayak. I have 2 kayaks, actually. One is a little bit smaller, which is easier for me to portage. And the other is nice for, going to places like Georgian Bay where you're out on big water. I personally would never go in a canoe by myself on Georgian Bay. I feel very safe in my kayak.
Yeah, you did not feel safe in the canoe.
Yeah.
You're like, it's tippy, and it was a prospector. It's like it's not tippy.
You were flopping around like a fish because
old.
the mosquitoes were biting your butt.
But I'm also old. I can't. I need a walker when I get out into the portage. Oh, and the fish. We caught lots of fish.
We did not catch anything.
Nothing.
I got some bites. And I thought maybe I would catch something, and then Kevin decided we should go somewhere where we weren't getting any bites. So, which would explain why we have no fish.
I know. Yeah,
so now we got to eat pesto pizza.
Oh yeah, no, she's good cook. But okay, so going back to the whole blogging thing. So where's it going from here? Like you basically you started the blog. You got some followers. You inspired people. A lot of women.
I hope so. I try to.
Well, you have. So what are you going to do now?
Keep doing what I love. When I started my blog, it was because it's a passion of mine. I love to write. I'm creative. I'm a Pisces. And I also love to be outside and adventure. So the blog, a lot of the times holds me accountable. There are days where, it's December or February and it's cold outside and you don't really want to do anything. It's easier for a lot of people just to stay inside and hibernate and watch a bunch of Netflix or something. But because I know that I have people expecting a post every week, I've published a blog post every single week since July 1st, 2015. It makes me have to go outside sometimes when I don't want to. And even, when you get out there, it's like, well, obviously you're having a good time and you're happy you're out there. But sometimes you need that extra push. So it does hold me accountable, and I like that.
You are questioning this canoeing thing, aren't you?
I'm following my passion, and I just said wherever it leads me, I'm just going to do what I love, and wherever it takes me, it takes me.
I like what Christina does because, you're normal. Well, I don't know if you might not be normal. But the idea is that you do things, you make mistakes, you actually learn from your mistakes. I do the same thing.
I make a lot of mistakes.
You're fine. When I was at the Toronto show, I noticed a lot of young girls actually really inspired by what you were doing. And because they were probably apprehensive about going alone.
Yeah.
About going out in the wilderness. Sorry to say, but they think they need some man or boyfriend to take them, which is just crap, to be quite honest.
It's what society leads you to believe, right? Don't go out in the forest by yourself. It's dangerous. Well, yeah, it is if you don't know what you're doing. I've taken courses. I have my wilderness first aid. I've taken my level 1 and my level 2 kayaking courses. I now have my basic kayak instructor. So these are all tools that I've given myself to make sure that when I go out, I'm safe and I'm doing everything possible and to avoid an accident. There's always going to be a chance that something's going to happen, but, I have a cell phone. I usually have a signal. I have a beacon now, so, if something happens, I send out a message, but so far I've been lucky. I get a lot of comments from older women, actually. I get a lot of young women, but I also get older women, sometimes 50, 60 years old. And
That's not old, by the way. Just let
I said older, as in older than me. No disrespect, Matt.
Oh, no.
But
you're just sitting beside some guy that's in his early 50s, but I'm not old.
They've taken a break from life, or they've recently split up from their husband, or their kids have left the nest, and all of a sudden they've remembered this passion that they had to go camping, and they didn't think they could do it alone, and they see me and they kind of think, oh, you know what, I can try this and I can do it. And I get a lot of messages like that from people.
That's good. That's really good.
It's really fulfilling to have someone tell you that they went out on a trip and because they saw me do it and they did it and they're okay. But as long as they're safe, I don't want anybody going out and doing anything that they shouldn't be capable of doing.
The sad thing, though, is I've written a cookbook. I've written 2 other books with recipes in it, and she cooked me dinner last night, and I was shut down. That's
just because it had scotch in it.
Oh yeah, that was a good dinner last night. You put scotch in the dinner.
Yeah.
What a waste of alcohol, but.
The scotch.
you know, if you look the other way and I take that scotch and put it in my glass, would you notice there was some missing?
Yes. Yes, I would notice.
So you're going to continue doing this whole inspirational thing. You're going to inspire. You're going to change the world.
Every day, yeah.
Fantastic. Cheers.
Cheers.
And we're in the bug shelter and we're safe.
Yay.
That's all I got to say.
Yeah, because they got me already.
You're eating alive.
I don't have that many that you can see.